Today I want to read to you from Colossians chapter 1, verse 16, and speak to you about a Jesus-centered universe. Here's our verse. For by him all things were created that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created through him and for him. Paul prayed for the Christians in the ancient city of Colossae, and in part of his prayer, there's something of a meditation upon who Jesus is. There were some problems in the way that the Colossians thought about Jesus, so Paul was concerned to tell them the truth. One remarkable truth about Jesus is that he was and is the Creator. Paul wrote, "For by him all things were created." There's no doubt that Jesus is the author of all creation. He himself is not a created being. When we see the wonder and the glory of the world Jesus created, we worship and honor him all the more. It's said that comets have vapor trails up to 10,000 miles long. That's 16,000 kilometers. Now, if you could capture all that vapor and put it in a bottle, the amount of vapor actually present in the bottle would take up less than 1 cubic inch, or about 16 cubic centimeters of space. Friends, Jesus created that. Saturn's rings are 500,000 miles, that's 800,000 kilometers, in circumference. But they're only about a foot, that's a third of a meter, thick. Jesus created that. If the sun was the size of a beach ball and put on the Empire State Building, that very tall building in New York City, the nearest group of stars would be as far away as Australia is to the Empire State Building in New York City. Jesus created that. The earth travels around the sun at a speed about 8 times the speed of a bullet fired from a gun. Jesus created that. There are more insects in 1 square mile, that's about 2.5 square kilometers, 1 square mile of country land than there are human beings on the entire earth. Jesus created that. A single human chromosome contains 20 billion bits of information. How much information is that? If it was written in ordinary books, in ordinary language, it would take about 4,000 volumes to contain all that information. Friends, Jesus created that. Now, according to Greek scholar A.T. Robertson, all things were created kind of has the idea of stand created or remain created. And then Robertson adds, the permanence of the universe rests then on Christ far more than on gravity. It is a Christ-centric universe. Friends, that's a great thought, isn't it? That the universe is centered on Jesus Christ. And it's even more appropriate that we recognize him as the center of our life, as both our Creator and our Redeemer. Jesus Christ deserves to be the center of our lives. So recognize Jesus as Creator and Redeemer, the center of your life today.